Hello everybody, hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to more esports talk. It's been a week of first, by the way, for the Valorant Pro scene. I cannot wait to keep on breaking down for all of you guys. In the past week or so, it was actually Artis, formerly of the CSGO scene, and gonna be a Valorant professional player for some organization, I do think sometime soon. He officially becomes the first Valorant and CSGO pro cheater, and also accused of match fixing, to be cleared by Riot Games. We'll have a video on that probably sometime soon, because the story around him is utterly insane. Alongside that, this past week, we also saw our first Valorant Pro quit and go back to his original esport, that being Kinstar of Solary in the French scene, actually joining Valorant for a short stint of time, playing with Counter-Strike pros, and now officially going back to Fortnite for a variety of reasons. You guys can say what you want about that. Another first out there is the first official Valorant roster for a decently known organization, that being Ninjas in Pajamas, to be dropped and replaced also by Counter-Strike pros. If you guys missed our first video on this a long time back, during the closed beta, Ninjas in Pajamas signed a very curious signing of an ex-Paladins roster, and that roster is now seemingly done and been replaced by just 2 Counter-Strike pros for the time being. As of me recording this, guys, I will link a great read down below for all of you guys. They are looking to fill out the roster, I believe, with other Counter-Strike former pros and a coach as well. The ex-Paladins guys, they are all done. Those guys being Dog, Bonker, Tenor, alongside Alex and their coach Bird, and they were a championship level Paladins roster. I know that probably does not mean a lot to a lot of you guys watching, but it was a very interesting crossover because so far we have seen dominantly a lot of teams out there going for former Counter-Strike pros to fill out their rosters. NIP was certainly taking a risk with this Paladins roster as well. With their former results, I do believe competing in at least 8 tournaments, nothing gigantic, but 2 of those tournaments were victories. As of the past month or so, those victories had stopped, and maybe that was a reason as to leading why this roster would not be continued under the NIP banner. They all replaced, though, by 2 Counter-Strike pros, which also themselves, you know, there's not too much information around these guys. One being Lucker, his most prominent thing being a very short stint with Big Clan from the Counter-Strike scene, and Rhyme is a 21-year-old Norwegian pro. There's not much to his Counter-Strike history. So I will say this, guys, yes, it's the first official Valorant roster for a top organization out there to be officially replaced by a couple of Counter-Strike guys. I don't know where they go from here. Not too prominent names, of course, wishing the best of luck filling out the roster, but it's going to be very interesting to see out there if we have any other early signing organizations who maybe swapped a roster from Counter-Strike completely, like Team Jupiter from the Asian scene. If we're going to see those early on signees kind of fall apart before anything comes to fruition. Obviously, the Ignition series and tournaments and events are slowly rolling out. We're going to see if any of the early on organizations who were signing players in the closed beta, or even maybe earlier than that, if they're going to regret those choices and make changes like NIP now have. What do you guys think about this? A week of first for Valorant rosters out there. I will keep on breaking down Valorant news for all of you guys who are wanting to watch. Until next time, drink that water, drink that coffee. I'll see you guys back here sometime soon.